Luke!
Take that thing off. We are inside.
Luke! I am your father. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Jay-Z.
And this is Just My DIY.
And we have some exciting news. The Just My DIY team has grown by a few feet. But not those feet, these feet. Meet Roadie. We got this cute little nugget a couple of weeks ago and are so excited about all the things we can DIY for him.
And along with cute little nuggets comes a lot of things cute little nuggets need.
Leashes, harnesses,
Poop bags,
treat bags, lots of stuff. So to cut the clutter, we made
a dog butt hanger.
Yes, but you don't hang dog butts on it. You hang other things on it. It has a great plywood pattern on it, and so the first thing we had to do was go right to the saws.
So we're creating a backboard, squaring it off, and making it to the size of our desired piece. Thanks to the tool helper, everything was nice and easy access and didn't have to clutter up my area. Then I took the time to create two keys, the size of the pattern that we were going to be using.
We decided to go with thin herringbone where the dog butts were going to be and thick in between. While Daniel was doing that, I was sanding the backboard.
There it is. Here's my keys. Using the keys as a guide, we ripped them to the length we needed.
Once the plywood was ripped, I went to work cutting out all the little pieces. Setting up a stop block on the miter saw made this go really quickly.
This is also where the key came in handy.
To set up the width.
Sanding the patterns by hand to keep the shape, but still get rid of the frays that came from all the sawing. And setting up the pattern to make sure we had what we needed to make it work. And then once we knew we had enough, we super glued all of them together, one by one.
We'll admit that the pattern may have gotten a little bit off, but with the extra pieces we had, we were able to make it work just fine.
Pattern's complete!
Yay!
And now we glue on the backboard. Lots of glue on her hand and even less on the board. Super glue liner. Press, clamp, and go. I said sit. Good boy. Stay. Good boy.
And while the glue is curing, there's so much we can do now. We can go for a walk. Attack a shark. Grab a snack. Or take a nap. While Roadie was napping, we got back to the shop. Up first, wood filler. There are always going to be a few gaps when you're working with plywood, so we went ahead, grabbed some wood filler, and went to work. You can use a spatula to get it really deep into the cracks, but I'll be honest and say I really like using my hands overall for wood filler. After that dried, it was time to trim the edges. We used several passes on the miter saw just to make sure we don't have any tear out. And then everyone's favorite, sanding. Luckily, it was pretty even to begin with, but we made sure that it was nice and smooth. After that, time to add some hangers on the back. We use the simple kind that you can just tap in with a hammer. We did decide to add a frame around the outside of this. It's not necessary, and you can actually do a pretty cool route with the edge grain of the plywood, but we were looking to match up with some artwork that this would hang below. And now the finishing touches. We use some tung oil to really bring out the character of the wood. Wipe that on the front and the sides. And then to match the artwork, we decided to do a black frame. So we pulled out the black stain that we used on our soundboard project and gave a good coating to all of the frame pieces. Let that dry overnight and then added the frame using super glue. After that, just putting in the screws for the hooks, and then added the dog butts. To hang it, we used a yardstick to make sure everything was nice and level. We used drywall anchors and then some flat screws to give it a nice little grip underneath the hangers. Time to test our work. Is it level?
Yes.
Now we know we like it, but the question is, does Roadie like it?
Sniff some dog butts.
Now that we have our dog butt leash hanger, we can organize everything that we need to keep close at hand.
So as you can see, dog butt hangers are extremely useful. An accoutrement of doggy stuff hangs on it now.
Yes, so we're super organized and we're really excited with how it turned out.
So if you liked what you saw, don't forget to click that like button, the subscribe button, click on the bell for future notifications, and watch for more videos that will feature our favored Roadie.
Yes, and if you're not watching this on our website, head over to justmydiy.com for other tips, tutorials, backstories, and more. Thanks for watching. Okay, give him a high five. Yay!